Imagine a social network built for you, not for profit. Imagen Network puts control back in your hands, combining AI-driven personalization with blockchain-backed ownership. Your data, your content, your rules. Create stunning content, build genuine connections, and monetize your work, all in a decentralized, transparent platform where privacy is prioritized. Ready to experience social networking reimagined? Join Imagen.network today and take control of your digital world. Imagen Network, empowering connections, redefining ownership.
Yeah. So yeah, more power to Boosie. Let's move over to this one, man. I seen this ignorant ass bitch, Sexyy Red. I seen this shit, man. On the internet the other day. I couldn't believe this shit. Let me play this joint. And we'll talk about it.
I fuck a nigga while I'm on my period. If you want it, if you want it, if you want it, if you want it.
I see previewing a new song.
If you want it, 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 if you want it. Wait, don't do that. I'll take you through that. I'm a real hood rat. She won't get her boo bag. I'll fuck you right. Turn up your life. What's up? You know me, I'm trifling. Make one wife. Yeah. He say he never had this and I be teaching him shit. I'm all these niggas fantasy cause I'm a freaky bitch. I be doing shit she can't cause I'm experienced. I fuck a nigga while I'm on my period. Kiss his neck, grip his dick, I got him shivering. He like, nay, I'm finna nut, boy, give me that shit. We in his mama house, he really dropping dick. He telling me to keep it down, but I'm not doing it. Baddest cook for you, everybody can't fuck me, boo. And we don't fuck with screw. I never leave by glue. Fuck them hoes, I'm through. That dick, I'm like, woo. If you fuck me right, I cash out on you too.
Yeah. So all right, man. I couldn't believe that shit when I heard that joint, man. I'm gonna be honest with you though, yo. The beat be knocking on them joints. That's what it be. It be them beats. They be knocking. And I ain't gonna lie, whoever the lyrics is garbage.
Yep.
Beats be knocking. So you hear that joint in the club, you say, oh. You know what I mean? Yep. But what's your thoughts on that? Because all right, we're grown, we're adults, women, they're gonna be watching, they're adults, you know. But you might have a 11, 12-year-old girl that's gonna hear that. Matter of fact, you will 110%.
Yeah.
They're watching her Instagram. That's where that video came from. They're watching her TikTok. And this is what's out there. No censorship, no nothing. It's right there for the taking. What's your thoughts?
It's a lot wrong with that video, right? And I'm not going to get too deep. We've gotten deep on Sexyy Red numerous times, right? And we've had people, popular people within the culture, celebrate this music, say she's next, say they love this hood ratchet shit. That music wasn't good.
Right.
It wasn't good.
That's wow. Yeah.
The lyrics were garbage. The cadence was ass. The flow was garbage. It wasn't good. But the beat was knocking, right? And if, like you said, you hit it on the head, bro. If you in the club and you got a few drinks in you and the lights is moving and that shit come on and you watch women start shaking their ass, you gonna start shaking your ass with them. Because that's what you in there to do. You in there to get women. You know what I mean? You want them in their environment. You looking for some pussy at the end of the day. So as a man, you're going to sit back and enjoy it. But if you in your car and you happen to have your 8, 9-year-old son or daughter in the car, you throwing the radio, you hear that, you turning it off immediately. Why? Because you don't want them to hear that type of example. You don't want them to hear those type of lyrics that are clear as day. It's not like she ain't mumbling. It's just bad. But you could clearly hear what she's saying. And it's an absolute bunch of bullshit. And then she's dancing and trying to show off her parts. And it's just like, you are giving the impression that you are a dirty hood hoe that more than likely has diseases that you don't care about because you on to the next nigga, on to that. And that's the dangerous example being set. I ain't talking about the grown ass, thought ass women that are well over age that got 3 or 4 baby daddies and gonna do what they do anyway. I'm talking about their daughters. I'm talking about them. I'm talking about the ones that are following the lead of they trifling ass mamas and also following the lead of this trifling ass musician or artist, quote unquote, that we getting pushed and you know what I mean, forced to listen to and forced to see. And you wonder why. Now, there was a lot of conspiracy as to why the MTV award or the BET awards and the hip hop and Soul Train ended. It's because are we supposed to put that as hot new artists? That's the best new artist right there. That bullshit. Where's the summer hits at? We used to have anthems for the summer, shit that we would rock all summer because this joint would be dope. Soundtrack. If you think about the music that we used to listen to 10, 15 years ago, dog, and listen to this shit now, it makes you sick. It makes you sick. And it's not that it's just Sexyy Red, but the fact is she is definitely leading the charge on her wave. And it's bullshit, man. It's not good. It's not sonically pleasing. And the message is even worse. You know what I mean? I almost rather dissect the message in at least some talented music. You know what I mean? Because at least if the music was good, you would kind of get lost in the sound and get lost in the sonic and the melody and the flow, as opposed to being forced to hear that bullshit, man. It's sad to see where hip hop's going. And the saddest thing about it is you have people that we've looked up to in hip hop, people that have done it and paved the way in hip hop, stamping this shit.
Yeah.
It's wild, bro. It's wild.
And that's probably one of the worst parts about it, because we know it's about who's popular. Now, you don't want to offend who's popular. And the machine is pushing her.
Well,
think about that. Like, you know, these execs and stuff, they are pushing this music wholesale. But I'm not even going to come at them and all that and the normal stuff about this and the kids. I'm looking at us. We should be fucking outraged that this shit is even allowed to like, you know how people used to flag people's videos and shit like that? Why nobody ain't doing that? Why nobody ain't Instagram and calling the label and pick? These people should be outside picketing this shit. Like, how dare you promote and preach this message? And even like when you talk about somebody like, let's say a Nicki Minaj, like, if she would have done a song like that, it would have been so much more, like, you know, nuance to it. Like you said, the shit is like nursery rhymes. I'm going to school with my lunchbox.
Sound just like her.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like, if you're gonna, because we had rappers, female rappers that talked that sexual shit before. You know what I'm saying? But they did it, and you know, I guess I'll say in a more classier way, if that's even, you know, acceptable. Right. You know what I mean? But they done it and they talked about it, and you know, it's grown up talk. But this right here, matched up with her with the lip gloss and just her whole image and persona right now, I don't know why we're not really outraged. And when I'm not gonna say we're really not, because when you read the comments, if that's any indication, you would see a lot of people's like, this shit is garbage. Yeah. This shit is trash. Then I follow up and I come across a video on one of them, you know, blog sites where her shitting on niggas. Oh, this my car go 200. I hope you got money for your rent. Like, the shit that we say, they do.
Yep.
The shit that we talk about, you get on top, now you're going to shit anywhere else below you. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you know, what have we come to? And I think you killed the point when you talk about the BET award. Like, it's nothing, bro. Like, and then we look at the crazy part about it, the deeper part about this, right, is that you have, you know, a lot of great artists out there, but they're not being pushed.
Nope.
They're not pushed in the algorithm. And we know the people that control the algorithm, they can push whatever they want. They're not going to push it. They pushing this garbage to keep us in a certain position, and we just sit back and allow it. Like, it's cool. Like, fuck it, the new Sexyy Red. You know, boom, boom. You got somewhere in America, you got a mom that's 28 years old and a daughter that's 12 or 10 years old, bumping this shit with each other, looking at each other. Girl, this with a shirt, ass out, all that. You know what I mean? Her mom sitting, her and her mom bouncing to the drink like that. Yep. Somewhere right now. And we think that shit's cool. We ought to be ashamed, man. We ought to be ashamed.
And as you were sitting there talking, I'm thinking, like, you know, some of my favorite music growing up was R&B music, right? And I'm sure I was singing some real. I know I was singing some. I was busting bitches down in my music and the lyrics and stuff. I had no idea I was, because it sounded so good and it was so well put together and it was so cleverly written out, to where it's like I didn't realize the adult symbolisms that I was even singing about until I became an adult, really understood what was going on. I say that to say I wasn't out here acting on what I was singing, because I was just enjoying good music. I was just singing good melodies. I was just hearing good songs. And it was layered to where, yeah, kids can listen to it, but they didn't necessarily understand what was going on. Yeah, your mom and your daddy might have understood, and they might have did something after you went to bed with it, but we didn't know that. Nowadays, they just laying it right out there. Lick my pussy on the back because it tastes good. I'll go grab your dick and like, wait a minute. What are we doing? What are we doing?
I got a question for you.
Go ahead, bro.
To the people that are going to say, what? Because they're going to talk about men. Oh, you had the Trey Songz, the R. Kellys, the Ushers. In your opinion, what's the difference between a Sexyy Red and an R. Kelly or a Trey Songz, who had a lot of, you know what I mean, shit in these songs too? What would you say the main difference?
Talent.
Right.
You think of 12 play. You think of You Remind Me of My Jeep. You think of all these sexual songs that R. Kelly may have written, and let's kind of strip the fact that I know a lot of people may think he wrote about a kid, whatever the case may be. In your adult situation or in your atmosphere, you listening to these songs, he wasn't just blatantly coming out and saying, I'm gonna piss on you, or I'm gonna do something this, or I'm gonna do something that. So it was layered in, like I said, real clever songwriting, you know what I'm saying? Good melodies, good song, good music, to where it wasn't so aggressively given to you in such a raw, disgusting form. And then they didn't follow it up by doing disgusting shit on Instagram or promoting disgusting things on their social media. Yeah, every person that you named behind the scenes in their own personal dwellings may have done some questionable things, but there wasn't something that they were promoting. It wasn't something that they were pushing. For all we know, Sexyy Red could be a choir girl. Sexyy Red could have 1 or 2 bodies, you know what I'm saying, in real life, but she pushes like she's had 60 in the last 30 days. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. She's promoting this out to other people so that they can do it. But who knows? It's almost like Future selling the drugs and pushing and promoting the drugs, but never really doing it. That I'd rather you give me a Future comparison as opposed to somebody else, because he's actually, like, you know what I mean? You promoting something, but you ain't actually doing it. So I don't know. I like Trace. I like all of those people that you named. Definitely sing about sexual undertones, but how they deliver it is completely different than what we're hearing from her, man.
Right. And I think here's a part I'm gonna end on, man. The dangerous part about this is that, let's say if she is a choir girl for real, she's still promoting this, and we know that this is a copycat, industry. So now you're gonna have girls coming up that think they gotta outdo her.
Outdo, exactly.
How much nastier and more vulgar can you get? And then you look over the internet, you see it gets even worse. Their name is not as big,
right?
But the message is just as disgusting.
Yep.
As a Sexyy, Red. And when we use her as an example, because she's one of the major ones that's being pushed by the machine right now, and the mainstream won't dare call her out. The mainstream want to get money with her.
Yeah.
You got people like Busta and Nelly and all these people. They trying to get a bag. They not really worried about the well-being, what's really going on. So I'm scared of what's gonna come after the Sexyy Reds. Like, we're gonna have like a totally nude, you know what I mean? A nude rapper. Like, I don't know where it's gonna go, but it's disgusting, and we need to be outraged. That's my last thoughts.
When you look at, I'll end on this. When you look at even who's that girl they pushed a couple years ago? I forgot. I had her name in my head, and it just
Ice Spice.
Ice Spice. Thank you. You talk about her 2 years ago. She was on a run, but now she kind of fell off. You don't really hear about her more. Why do we not hear about her, but we hear about Sexyy Red a little more? Because Sexyy Red keeps pushing that. She keeps pushing that button. She keeps pushing that. Now she's coming out with even ratchier shit. If we ever hear Ice Spice again, it'll be something just as, she'll try to top the ratchetness that she's already accomplished. You always got to outdo it. And Sexyy Red seems like the type of person that's willing to outdo herself in ignorance. And that's why she continues to stay popular, in my opinion. And a lot of people say, I see her taking pictures and she's beautiful. I'm never going to call her ugly. The girl's not ugly. But when we hear shit like this, when we see shit like this, you cannot tell me you're attracted to it. You cannot tell me you're attracted to this shit. I could not have Sexyy Red on my arm to save my life because of the shit that I've heard from her mouth and the things that I've seen. And I damn sure don't want to sleep with her because I don't want to be burning pissed the next morning. I'm like, man, it's sad.